Undying. I kind of like Elder Titan though because there's a Nature's Prophet, but I'm not sure if they play Elder Titan. But there's Enchantress, which I'm sure they would like to play the hero if it's a good game for it.
OG's turn to ban.
Would like to
ban
play
a
the hero
monkey.
if it's a good game for it. Okay, so is it the support
Tiger
monkey
plays
that
a
they are
lot of
banning
monkey.
out? Yeah. Would like to
ban
play
a
the
Monkey
hero
King
if,
Doom,
it's
something
a good game
Tundra
for it.
popularized.
Okay, so is it the support
Tiger
monkey
plays
that
a
they are
lot of
banning
monkey.
out? Yeah. Would like to
Ban
play the
Monkey
hero
King
if,
Doom,
it's
something
a good
Tundra
game for it.
Actually, I guess
Okay, so
yeah,
is it the
Tiger
support
plays
monkey that
a
they
lot
are
of
banning
monkey.
out?
Dude,
Yeah.
we don't
Would like to
get
play the
enough
hero
meteor
if,
hammers in our games,
Tundra
okay? Actually, I guess
popularized. Yeah, is it the
it's
support monkey that they are banning out?
compared to my pups. We
Would like to
don't
play
get
the
enough
hero.
meteor. But it's not great on every single hero. Obviously, I think yesterday I saw Monkey King. I can't remember what game that was, but Monkey King pulse 4 that went for like a diffusal blade rush. That was kind of cool.
And that's the beauty of Monkey King. Like the hero has so many ways of itemizing, so many ways of like taking your skill points depending on situation. It's just a hero where I feel like you have to really master the hero to be able to play the hero at a very good level. You know, I feel like Monkey King is a hero where it's either you're really good at it or you're really bad at it. There are very few situations where I look at a monkey, oh, he's average at Monkey King, or he's decent Monkey King player. No, it's either he's a bad Monkey King player or he's a great Monkey King player.
And Taiga is a very, very good Monkey King player. Well, most cores, interesting cores have been banned out that deal with the NP pretty well. Obviously, there's still a wide list available at the ready. They could go for their own sniper pick, for instance, on Team Spirit.
I mean, there's still a bear either. They can pick it next, not now, but they can pick it later.
Ooh,
Io. Okay.
that's going to spice things up a lot.
That's a very nice hero against Doom. The sustain and the relocate to save. And because you have global presence, you sort of deal with the Nature's Prophet split push as well. So I think a very solid pick here by Team Spirit.
10 seconds.
And for OG, okay, so you see this Death Prophet IO, right? So it's going to be a very huge death ball. They're very strong when they group up together. And you have an MP. So do you actually draft more team fight via supports, or you're going to try to play the split push game here? So actually Elder Titan, not on Team Spirit, but on OG. So they have the ET to buff up, I guess, the Doom's Scorch Earth damage, which is pretty amazing once you get the level 10 talent and you add the Elder Titan aura on top of that. So you're going to kill heroes, you know.
Yeah, same with the NP's ult. A lot of magic damage with magic resistance reduction coming out. It's also good for when they relocate into the fight. You can set the Earth Splitter already on the
Time
position
for
that
Dark
they're
Reload.
relocating in.
No, they go for Rubik. I mean, I was thinking Dark Reload so you can deal with the relocate, but no, they go with the Rubik. Still a pretty like a solid hero. Gives you a disable, like an initiate. They don't really have much initiation right now. I think for OG's last pick, they have to try to pick a hero that would address that issue. And for Team Spirit, do they feel like it's good enough, you know, to get Bat Rider, or they're just gonna pick something else, like go for team fight and just try to ball together?
Oh, that's a hero we don't get to see too often. Double strength, probably your safe lane duo. Good to clear out Nature's Prophet's little treants. Very scary as well because he becomes super tanky. You got the save from the IO later down the line. Attack speed increase as well as a bunch of like their lineup is hard to kill. Sven's really tanky. IO brings heals. Death Prophet's really tanky and gives himself heals. Tusk with the save. OG might be lacking in damage output here.
Yeah, Sven is very good against the Doom because he's one of those heroes that you don't really care. You know, yes, you pop your God Strength, you go in. You don't care if you get Doom. You just right click and kill everyone else, and then you have an IO to back you up. So how does OG deal with this Sven? I feel like they don't really have the heroes to deal with him now, so they have to pick something that would address their lack of initiation, and they also have to pick a hero that would deal with the Sven, sort of. Maybe there's no hero that can do both, you know, they can only be one. So you have to either choose a hero that will give you your initiation and you cannot deal with Sven, or you choose a hero that can deal with Sven but doesn't give you initiation.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah,
I mean,
OG
I feel like
most certainly need their last pick mid, right? No
Yeah, I feel like it has to be some initiating hero, and that hero probably doesn't deal with Sven that well, and they're just gonna hope that the Doom will be enough later. So they ban a Puck's ban out. That would have been great with the Elder Titan aura, like having a hero that has a lot of magic damage. I mean, there's still Pango. There's still Storm Spirit. Yeah, Storm Spirit seems like a reasonable option.
It's always
doesn't.
DK.
Team Spirit
DK no. I mean DK. Okay, DK fine. You know, DK against Death Offer and Sven, you have armor to tank all the physical damage. Fine, you know, I give you that.
But on the side of Team Spirit, like they still have flex because DP can go mid, DP can go off lane, Tusk can go mid, Tusk can go pulse 5. I assume it's going to be Miposhka playing. Like we'll see exactly how they're going to lane it on the side of Team Spirit because they can still change everything up. OG kind of set in their ways, unless we get like the biggest surprise Elder Titan core, but that's most certainly not going to happen. And Doom and NP not the best mid laners anymore.
If they want to be fancy, pick some. I don't know. If you get greedy, you go for some magic hero, some SF Lash, and you just try to ball together and run and hope you out damage Team Spirit's regen. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna abuse the aura, so they're gonna try to out damage the heal from Team Spirit with the IO. So Zeus with Elder Titan, that's some scary spell damage right there, you know. And you have global presence with the MP.
10 seconds remaining.
NP Zeus ulti. Yeah, especially that combination of Zeus popping his ulti, NP popping his ulti, and then everyone on the enemy team gets, you know, spotted, and they all get blasted by 2 magic damage spells.
They choose Ember. Okay, so Ember does help them with their lack of catch, but as far as I remember, the lane is not that good for Ember. You know, Ember against Zeus is a pretty Zeus favored lane. When I last saw this matchup, I felt like it was pretty difficult for Ember to play this lane though. But maybe they think that it's more important for them, you know, to get what's good for their draft instead of just what's good for the lane.
That wouldn't be too surprising. Laurel, of course, very active on his Ember Spirit in this game. Being able to join his teammates, you know, hunt down the NP is going to be pretty important. Go for the backline chases. Because they're definitely looking like they're going to go for different targets in this case. Laurel is most likely just going to charge the ET and Rubik, whereas Sven's going to go in on Zeus NP. And even the control on Zeus is a little bit more problematic these days because of the heavenly jump that he has. That's just really annoying and strong. But nonetheless, I'm again liking Team Spirit's draft, even though I can definitely see OG win with, as you mentioned, that a massive amount of magic damage. They get good lanes, and then they also have a little bit of a death ball effect behind them.
Pipe is going to be game winning for Team Spirit. I feel like, I mean, sure, OG has a lot of damage, but then again, you know, they don't really have a lot of very reliable lockdown apart from Doom. So I can see like the Ember, if he somehow gets like a decent laning phase, he survives the lane, and he goes past that, he goes to the mid game, he'll be very difficult to kill because there's no stuns outside Doom, you know, and he can do his thing, dance around the enemy, catch the Zeus. I think Zeus is going to be his primary job. He has to subdue the Zeus, you know, find him, kill him, and allow his team to do the rest.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. It's also going to be like the farm trade-off between between the Sven and the Nature's Prophet, because both of them absolutely insane flash farmers. Then because you have an IO, he's most certainly going to be building the mech. It puts Collapse in a position where he can go a slightly different build, which probably is going to be a pipe rush, something along those lines to deal with the magic damage in the earlier portions of the game. And
I would be surprised if he doesn't go pipe, man. I feel like he needs to go pipe plus maybe mech, you know. I know he's not a very big fan of like going aura items or off laner, but I think that's what they need from him this game. Yeah. He's not going to be allowed to be so flashy like how he plays his Beastmaster or Mars or any other hero for that matter.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Honestly, if they survive the magic damage output from OG, they win the fight. And they have a lineup that is pretty hard to kill. Sven, The Tusk as well can snowball dodge a bunch. You've got the IO healing, the Death Prophet healing. Even the Ember Spirit's got the Flame Guard to help out later down the line once physical damage comes into play a little bit more. You've got the Warcry from the Sven to add up. Like, they have such a sustainable draft.
A lot of physical damage from the lineup. So if he doesn't want to go pipe, so their timing will be triple BKB. Say if the DP doesn't feel like he wants to go pipe, then the whole team has to adapt to that. They have to play for their triple BKB timing on Sven, Ember, and DP. So yeah, that could also be an option, because I know he's really not a fan of buying mech and pipe on off-laners.
Well, he does have a headdress queued up, so don't see what the rest of his queued up tools are here for Collapse, but towards mid, OG are posturing to maybe go for a catch. Collapse actually going for the whole way around. Team Spirit dodged it last game. This time it might be a little bit more problematic to dodge it. Maposhka is running the opposite direction, but they're actually going to go in for Laurel instead. Body blocks from 2 are going to be enough. Laurel levels Root
He's going to
level
survive.
1 to stay alive, and he does survive. They actually get 3 bounties out of it as well. But it did cost
really
him
bad.
Chains.
That is really bad. Rubik took Leaf at level 1. Oh my god, that is not what you want.
It's Lift versus Searing Chain, so I don't know which one is more preferred here.
Leaf is worse, for sure, for the lane. Like, I feel like the Ember, you can still play the lane without your Flame Guard or Slide, but for Rubik, it's a lot worse having Leaf at level 1. So I guess you pull the wave now since you cannot play the lane. I don't think you should play the lane with Leaf. I think you should just pull. I mean, there's not much you can do.
And it doesn't really like to leave Sven alone anyway. Top side, yeah, both off lanes are going to be pulling the lanes back, so they're just trying to dodge each other as much as possible. Oh, Taiga actually did not keep the creeps in the small camp, so they did spawn. And they both drag the creep lane to the side on both sides, top as well. So they're kind of mirroring each other.
Laning face, Kappa.
On Ember, would you still go Flame Guard now, or would you just go all in to kill off BZM? Or do you already have Searing Chains?
I know usually if you have like a Mirana on your team, sometimes you can decide to go Slide and change, to set up kills. But this game, I'm not very sure what's the most optimal build, but judging by what he's doing, he's probably just going to max the Slide and the chains and just try to go for the kills. Just play for the kills, and you try to communicate with your support, especially the Tusk, to rotate. Maybe when you're trying to control the rune and try to possibly kill off the Zeus during that manner. Right, the Tusk is coming. 2-minute rune.
BZM is no bottle refill, so he's gonna hope his support dies soon enough. Laurel's there, bottle refilled. He's got a lot of damage to pump out. And topside actually collapses in a little bit of trouble. The tree and block, is it going to be enough? Chu trying to chase for more damage, but with Maposhka walking through, they're going to have to bail out. It is pretty good NP versus Death Prophet most of the time.
The 2 prophets on the same lane. I think MP should be able to out-farm and out-deny with the treants, And on the other hand, he has Elder Titan. Compared to Tusk, I think Elder Titan is stronger in the lane. So MP should be able to get a little bit more than the Death Prophet here in this lane. And in the bot lane, seems like it's pretty okay for the Doom so far, I expected the lane to be a little bit harder for the Doom because Rubik has Leaf at level 1.
Has the heal creep, so he'll be just fine. Constantly being able to spam the heals. He's pretty much his own IO.
I mean, he has the aura as well, amplifying the Tango regen. That's pretty big for the lane as well. So Zeus actually went back to base, okay? Didn't see that. So he TP's back to base here.
Top lane, Iragi, Aisha's block, but he does get out. However, the snowball in response, and that's going to be first blood secured. Collapse, of course, who else but Collapse to get first blood and start off this game.
Yeah, Death Prophet is also a hero. If you give her a slightly better start, She's a hero that can just snowball and take control of the game very easily. In the team fights, he takes your tower, he takes Roshan. This hero is a scary hero if you give her a very good start. So they have to be a lot more careful, not to give too much away towards Death Prophet. Yeah, she's gonna actually build mech. Yeah, she's queuing up the mech. So gonna be the team aura bearer here.
I guess Io then goes for maybe the Io goes for the pipe or the Holy Locket.
I feel like he should go Holy Locket and Death Prophet buys the mech and pipe. That would be nice. And on OG side, nobody can actually get a vessel. Nobody wants to get a vessel. I guess Taiga can get it if they feel like it's necessary.
Yeah, but Vessel does also have the downside of it being kind of obsolete pretty quickly in the game these days.
Yeah, and as a support, you can't really use the aura as well.
Oh,
Okay.
with the Taiga
Solo
rotation
kill.
coming in, the Zap adds in
Okay, not solo kill.
a
That
little
was
bit
a
of extra
rotation.
damage. It is actually full aggressive Ember. By the way, top lane, Chu dies to Collapse. Another kill coming in for Collapse. We saw how hard he was dominating in game number 1. You can't give him the freest of times.
Yeah, they're just playing the lane way better than OG, getting that 2 kills. I feel like OG, they have to be careful in this lane. Just play safe, hang back, just focus on denying creeps because that's what Nature's Prophet do. You're always going to have an advantage last hitting and denying creeps due to your treants. And
got
just
stealth
try to
towards
make
mid.
sure... Yeah, but he shouldn't be able to kill the Ember here.
Oh, Maposhka gets sapped. Level 6 Zeus. Easy money. ECM is doing so well in mid. Obviously, the problem with going for the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains build is if your supports don't help you, you don't have a way to soak up the magic damage that comes out from the Zeus. And at that point, you just get smacked.
So 6-minute rune, the supports are here. They hurt you.
Oh, double damage bottled up, but BZM, can he get out with Heavenly Jump? Up the high ground, but the Aisha's block was predicted
Nice.
by Maposhka.
Miposhka. Oh my god. Very, very nice.
Learn from your mistake.
He's a pretty good Tusk player, it seems, and a great rotation towards mid. Does still have the DD bottle, but at this point, it doesn't really matter too much on a hero like Zeus. Will definitely be happy with his teammates' rotations. Yatro, solo versus DM, honestly, not too much to fear for either. I think DM is pretty happy in that lane currently.
Yeah, he's gonna pop his level 6 very soon.
Taiga heading top.
Maybe we...
This could be interesting. And then look to go for a collapse. He only has 1 Spirit Siphon left. Stomp comes through. He's completely
body
surrounded
block.
by creeps, but Taiga's the one dropping instead. Snowball chase onto Taiga. Can they get the kill secured? Yes, they do. Collapse on a killing spree. He's trying to juke his way through, and the Treants are actually too slow to hunt him down. Collapse will be able to get out. They get the kill onto Taiga, and it just takes so much extra time from OG away.
Yeah, very nicely played again by Miposhka. Man, this
Oh,
Tusk
Chu.
is playing really well.
Oh, another one.
Saving heroes, setting up kills. And here comes the IO.
BZM
Can they
rotates
go
top
for
as
the
well.
MP?
They're trying to kill
Yes,
off
shot.
their opponents. Maposhka will die, but in comes Laurel with that Sleight of Fist Searing Chains, controls up Uragi a bit more, but he just takes so much damage. It's rather terrifying to continue for a fight against Zeus. He also has
Yeah, and-
Thunder God's Wrath now, so back off.
Collapse doesn't have any charges of Spirit Siphon, so they have to chill, wait for it to be back up. But still, like a good attempt there by both teams trying to seize very early control, in the game. Try to make sure that they get any bit of advantage they can. And here comes the Tusk again, refilling Laura's bottle here. And BZM gets an Invis rune, so that's really nice for him. Maybe he can use it to do something later.
Well, it's luckily enough not a regen or an arcane, at least for Laurel
Yeah.
right there, because BZM is doing a good job. Bottom lane DM, he's honestly getting all the time to farm. Yatro gets spotted out by Chu, who's playing very deep wards. They're even invising up, looking for Yatro, seeing if they can kill off the Sven before he gets his Mask of Madness, and that might just be the case. Yatro needs some help quickly. It is going to be the rotation from Laurel. The Stomp comes through. The Zap damage, is it enough? Yes, indeed. BZM, another one added. BZM is playing really well on that Zeus last pick.
Yeah, Collapse is level 6 right now. Like, Spirit has to try to find a play and go towards the DP and try to force the top tower here, you know. They can't just let this Zeus dictate so much, you know. The Zeus and the Rubik and the ET, they're both, like, putting a lot of pressure on the map, man. Now Nature's Prophet's level 6, so he has that ulti up to, you know, further help his team with all the aggressive moves they are making. But they're TPing up the Sven top, so he's probably going to go jungle here. Let's try to farm some jungle, and Collapse pops his ultimate. He needs to try to force a rotation and or at least do some damage, you know. Okay, never mind. He can actually kill the tower on his own. And mid lane.
Chasing in after Laurel again, doesn't have any mana, but he should be able to walk away. I'm not the biggest fan of double Midas on the same team. NP and Doom are both going for the Midas build, which, I mean, currently they are looking really strong, so they need to be careful not to get run down once Collapse starts running down these lanes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I feel like it's okay if you're doing well at the start. I think they have a pretty decent start. You know, if you're doing badly in the early game, I feel maybe it might be too much to get the double Midas. But they are kind of okay right now. They have like a 1k lead. I feel like it could pay off. You know, there's a good chance that it will be fine for them, and it's gonna allow them to scale more towards the late game. They are pretty scary late game, you know, with the Doom and the Zeus, Nature's Prophet and the Elder Titan Aura.
Yeah, especially if BZM keeps playing like this. He's done with his Kaya. 25 seconds until Thunder God's Wrath. Barl still 0 points in Flame Guard. Max level Sleight of Fist, 2 points in Searing Chains. But not really. He's only gotten 1 kill and been involved in 1 kill, so not really the item, the skill build that mimics the game.
It is still good for them to have the Ember with this skill build because they have relocate soon, so it's gonna allow them to play more aggressive if the Ember has this build. And top lane Zeus is gonna gank the relocate team.
There's the aura as well coming through from the Elder Titan Mirror, taking a heap of damage. Does he get away? Does not seem likely. Zeus ulti comes through. Yatoro needs to TP out, but BZM, of course, has that interrupt every single time. Earth Splitter being thrown out. Yatoro is stuck in the trees. The rest of the team rotating through. Collapse is trying to sprint. Yatoro, can he get away? It seems so, especially with Collapse joining the fray, and right behind him is Miposhka as well, but they got a really good observer ward scouting every move towards top. Two in trouble.
Yeah, no TP. Should be dead.
Stomp in, but it's a slow death. At least he's keeping them distracted for quite a bit of time.
Yeah, so right now Team Spirit has a mech on DP, so this is their first small timing. If they can use it to get something done, you know, push a tower or do a smoke, go fight. They're 3k behind now, so they have to try to make some plays with this mech.
That 4k. It is going to be the IO with the Holy Locket rush and the DP just mech pipe. They're going to need to get very defensive soon enough. Because the Zeus is a scary prospect, but not only that. DM top net worth. He's going for the BKB. It's not going to take long until he's got his BKB finished up. He hasn't even been part of any kills on this Doom so far, and he's going to be one of the most annoying heroes to deal with later down the line as well.
I mean, they do have the relocate for the Doom, so I mean, at least they have some ways of trying to save the Doom target in late game. I mean, this net worth is mostly from the double Midas, you know, so I don't feel like Team Spirit is that far behind. They're still pretty strong when it comes to like team fighting with the IO, and they have the mech with the tether. They have a lot of damage, they have a lot of sustain. It's more about like how are they going to be able to find the right fight. And once again, OG is going to the relocate team, you know. This is very, very good good play, you know. Against IO, you should always gank the IO, not his teammates.
Oh, they relocated out. Mira will be
Io's
going
gonna
back towards
die.
bottom soon enough. I hope he breaks the tether, knowing he's most likely going to die. And DM on the chase, as of the center stomp. BZM hits it on the mark. And that is going to be the IO faltering. At least it didn't cost him a TP. Or IO tried to TP, never mind. It cost him a TP.
Got it.
Yatoro, Mask of Madness, Echo Saber is now done as well, then BKB Blink. And the Sven can be very deadly, because if you get control on the Zeus, it's an easy to kill target. Nate's Prophet as well, until, honestly, even if he has Gleipnir, if you get on top of him, you can take him down pretty easily. They need 4 staffs soon enough on the side of OG.
Under attack.
And a lot of them.
I mean, they can possibly get 2. I think it's okay for the 2 supports. Oh no, Elder Titan's buying Veil.
More magic damage, you know? That's, I guess.
Do they need more damage? I feel like they have to just get tools to keep the Zeus alive.
Stomp comes in, Maposhka dropping low. Are they going to be able to do anything on top of that Tusk? He's still trying to run away. There's another Ice Shards, but it gets dodged by Maposhka, who will be able to snowball to the lane. They're still chasing after him.
I think he's playing very well, you know, on Miposhka, like the Enchantress game. Now he's playing Tusk, and he's also showing a very good understanding on how to use his spells with the hero. Yeah, but I don't like the Veil, you know. I feel like you would do damage by keeping your Zeus alive, you know. So buying all those 4 stars would be actually more helpful. Do they have vision to get the Doom?
Stomp. He doesn't jump away. Gets doomed up, but there's Collapse as well. Can they save the Ember? No, they cannot. It's a little bit too slow with the relocate, but they will blow up DM instead. BZM with a ton of damage. Collapse actually didn't even get the mech off. That's how fast he got blown to smithereens. The control is there. They're losing all 5 heroes or not. Mira just barely gets the relocate. Well, the return from the relocate coming through, and that damage output from BZM was nuts. 3.5 damage in that brief amount of time.
Damage is not a problem. Yeah. That's why I don't think they need a Veil. They just need to be able to keep targets alive when they get snowballed, Sven initiation, and as long as the Zeus is surviving the team fights, they will win the team fights.
They desperately need that pipe. Healing is nice, but he just out damages your heal. He's going to get the shard soon enough, and that's going to be another spike in the Zeus's damage output.
It's useful if you just die from 100% to 0 in 1 second.
Yatoro, BKBs are going to be pretty... I mean, that's a big timing to go, though. BKB on Yatoro. The Sven doesn't really feel like anything can touch him at that point. Which would be true. So Yatoro right now, they're trying to touch him. They're hunting him down. Can they catch up? It's a pretty fast sprint together. Taiga's trying to cut off the retreat. And lift up. Is it going to do anything? Not really. Just a slight bit more annoyance.
Not the best spell that he wants to get. I mean, it's still decent because they're up against all this physical damage from DP and Sven. So actually having the Warcry on second thought kind of useful in the team fights.
And just get the shard.
Sure.
Easy value. Uragi actually in the bottom lane. It's Collapse. And Maposhka chasing him down, but the mass TPs come through as well. And that's a lot more TPs than they would like. But the relocate on the opposing side is also terrifying. Nice stun steal by Taiga. Keeps him off of BZM for the time being. And with DM there, they have the Doom available in a second. No relocate. Back out throws in trouble. He is trying to run away. It's going to be Maposhka trying to sacrifice his life. But DM Doom in 1 second. And he can throw it out onto Collapse. This might just be a full wipe. The only one not here is Laurel. Chu will falter, but Collapse is an easy picked up target. Maposhka is trying to at least stay alive. Still has a TP. While in the meantime, Laurel is clearing up the tier 1 tower towards mid. However, OG feels so much more in control at this stage.
Yeah, that was not a very good trade, losing your DP and Sven there. However, Doom is expanded, so once they're alive, I think they should try to make a play here with Doom being down. You know, try to force something with the EXO. Can they actually do Rosh? I'm just wondering. Can I just go in and Rosh right now with the EXO? Maybe try to farm 1 wave of creep, get level 2 EXO, and then just walk into the Rosha.
Yeah, that could be pretty nice. So they do have the BKB available on Sven as well, so it can be a bit more aggressive. The right click damage is not there on OG just yet, though Yuragi is close to finishing up his Gleipnir. He's going for the Ags afterwards. More magic damage, so much more magic damage. A lot of pings towards mid. With the catch, Centaur Stomp onto
Snowball.
Lull.
Oh my god,
Wow.
the damage. So much damage with the Aura and the Scorched Earth. And obviously the Rubik with the Fate Bolt and the level 4 Sven
Radiant's
stun.
middle tower is under attack.
That's probably the best spell he can get, right? This game, the Sven stun.
Yeah. AoE stun's always neat. And they're looking for more. Maposhka nearby. Yeah, throw it there as well. DM doesn't have Doom for 40 seconds, but still has a BKB, and they don't want to take a fight without the Ember.
Tower is under attack.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, again, they're smoking to the IO. There's a really, really good observer ward there. They see everything. Oh my god, they're gonna kill them all.
Oh, Mira's going to be the first one. Jump. Nice two-man stop. Look at that damage. They can't respond. It is 100 to 0 in 0.5 seconds. That the Elder Titan's natural order debuff is ridiculous on that lineup.
That's why I'm still wondering, why do you even need a veil? Yeah? You're already killing people in 1 second.
Wait, is Chu sending out? I know. Yeah, I assume sending out the veil right now. Yes, indeed. I mean, currently magic damage is everything. Sven even has the Mage Slayer at the ready and the BKB. So they're trying to build as much magic damage reduction as possible.
I feel like it might be better on the Ember to get it, because you can get the debuff easily on multiple heroes. But yeah, it's still good on the Sven, because you're
Ember
gonna
needs to get BKB plus Sven had the he already had the
Echo Saber.
Oblivion Staff, so
just a natural progression, yeah. Right now. I mean, so what can Team Spirit do here right now? They have to try to make sure they keep pushing the map, keep farming, keep scaling. They're gonna need like a ton of items to be able to deal with this OG damage. I mean, the pipe is still pretty far away, like 1.4k more. So I'm not sure how much it's gonna do, because pipe is the item where if you get it at a good time, it's amazing. But if you get it too late, then it could be just useless.
well, the aura is always nice, but doesn't soak up as much damage anymore. Especially with ET, Natural Order, and now Veil of Discord that he could use. And it's the fact that they every single time get the jump on Team Spirit. Team Spirit very rarely are in a position where they have the advantage. The vision gained from the Astral Spirit has been phenomenal. They also have the Treants walking around all over the place to try and get vision. You've got the Zeus clearing wards. He's got the Global to scout out where the entire Team Spirit roster is.
I mean, it's just the map, right? Look at the map. Like the creep wave, you have IO, and you cannot go out and push the creep wave because you're always so scared against this Zeus ulti, Nature's Prophet ulti. So that's a problem right now. Like you mentioned, OG is always getting the initiation. That's because they always have the creep control, the creep equilibrium, the map control. So their waves are always pushed towards Team Spirit's side, so it's easier for OG to make a play.
Oh, going in onto collapse, pretty deep by DM. And
Holy
yeah,
shit.
with the magic damage...
They didn't even need the Doom, right?
Yeah, that's so deep as well at this stage in the game to just jump on him. And he can't even get punished for it. Yuragi's got
top
his
lane, DM is
ags
here again.
completed. That's going in onto Taiga. Does get the catch onto the Rubik, kills him off pretty quickly. DM does not have the Doom as previously mentioned. Mira's trying to run away. Earthsplitter comes through. Does have the heal of the Holy Locket. Needs a tether target, but 2-1 to get the tether off. And he's actually going to get taken down. Quick TP out by the Sun, but towards mid. Beeson takes a lot of damage. In comes Yuragi. No BKB still for Larlin. Just annihilation. Actually, Maul made a little bit of a mistake there with the Fire Remnant jump. Oh, that's a costly one.
I mean, there goes your BKB. It's down the drain now.
And the Bosch got left behind. Can he get out of there? He doesn't have a Force Staff or a Blink or anything. He's been playing really well in the laning stage and after with the rotations, but how much can a Tusk with no farm do?
Nothing at this point, man. Nothing. He has to rely on his cores, like the Sven and the DP. Unfortunately, they're just not farm enough, They need a lot more items to withstand the damage output of OG. They just have way too much damage right now. I feel like he shouldn't finish the pipe where he just need to get BKB. I don't know. I think it's too late already.
A collapse. TP comes in. They have a root. He does get rid of it, of course, with the Guardian Greaves. So
the Sven.
Wait, jump in. They relocated very aggressively.
Rubik has relocated, by the way.
Oh, they almost got that. Like, that would have been very nice if they got the Force Staff split up. They tried to force them away to break that tether and leave them behind.
And Yotaro has Blink right now. He really wants to jump and get on top of the Zeus right away before the fight. He has his Orchid almost completed. Blood Torn. That's gonna help with the damage output. I mean, it's tough right now, Like, I feel like they need to get 3 BKBs to be able to take the team fights anymore. The pipe is already, like, pretty lackluster at this point. Like, that's just too much damage. Way too much.
Yeah, BKBs are going to be crucial here for the side of Team Spirits. Yuragi TP's in no man's land. Does have 10 seconds on that Aegis, so it does need to be a little bit careful, but it seems nothing will be able to catch him just yet. Taiga chasing in after collapse. Still has that relocate at the ready. But there is like this inkling feeling, because that's the problem with magic damage is, BKBs are terrifying at a certain point in the game. So you still have specific damage you need to be careful of. Speaking of which, Collapse is going to get jumped on in mid. DM gets the Doom off again on the best possible target, takes him down. DM is godlike right now. 9, 1, and 6 on the Doom. Going for the Octarine. Cooldown reduction on Doom is going to be doing wonders for his team. Jumping onto Laurel. Does have the BKB. Can even get it off before the magic damage is too much. Does get the usage going. Charges in after BZM. Finally, they get the kill onto Zeus. And they dodge a bunch of spells as well. Laurel needs to be careful, though. He is pretty low in HP, but they find a very crucial kill there.
Yeah, huge kill there. Taking out BZM. That was a lifeline there. If Spirit couldn't kill him and they lost Ember there, oh my god, that would have been like a totally different story here. So they still have a chance in this game with that kill. Pipe is already done on that Prophet, so we'll see what they do with this, They still have a lot of heal with the Holy Locket and the Glimmer and the Pipe. So maybe it could be enough in the team fights, to keep them alive long enough before the Sven can actually kill everybody.
Radiant's top tower is under
Like you
attack.
saw how much he does, If he gets the right initiation, he jumps in, he definitely kills the Zeus very quickly.
Oh, they're going to relocate towards bottom. They do lose Collapse already, but the root onto Yatoro. Can he get over to get the kill damage onto Taiga? They will find the kill onto Taiga. Mira needs to get the tether back, but it's just... My god, Sven, half a second. It's Sven at this point in the game. He's got the full Bloodthorn as well with the magic resistance. What does it really do when you've got Choose, Little, and Natural Order debuff on you?
Yeah, without BKB, you just die, basically, right now.
Is under attack.
Like DM, he's here again. And every time he finds Mira.
Oh, Mira trying to run away. There's the chase. Laurel.
Radiant structures.
Okay, Mira's going to be able to stay alive, but they're just playing so well on OG. Completely different OG than last game. They're the ones actually finding the catches nearly every single time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It helps to have a Zeus on your team. You have a lot of free vision
Radiant's bottom tower
with the Lightning Bolt and the Thunder God's Wrath.
Global presence is also a big plus. The IO relocates have not been successful at all. I don't even think he's used a single relocate save this game.
I guess it's mostly for ganking. I mean, they use it a couple of times for ganking, but yeah, so far not able to save anyone yet. They have a haste on Ember Spirit. I feel like they can't just sit and farm, you know. They have to try to smoke and make a play, you know. Maybe just include even the IO and the Sven inside the smoke, you know. Don't allow them to wait on the map and try and relocate. Because OG has been doing a really good job hunting them down and just killing them before they can relocate. So they're gonna smoke right now. Any kill is big for them, you know. If they can get a good observer ward down and jump somebody before they can do anything. So Ops is down. What do they see? They see DM.
And they're going all the way around. They find Taiga, but he lifts himself up, gets himself out of the dodge. Silence onto DM to make sure he doesn't get the Doom off. However, that's the smoke gank. That results so far in nothing. And the high ground is there. Actually, jump forward by Laurel. He's going to go for the backline with the haste rune, trying to kill off BZM. He actually has the damage.
I mean, look at the damage, man.
From Yatro coming through. BZM is dropping low, trying to heal up with the Bloodstone. Still alive and somehow still stays alive through it all.
Ember's here.
Through. Ember, can he get the damage in onto BZM? Actually, Laurel, he's still in a horrible spot. Gets blown up again. Laurel diebacks immediately. Earth Splitter onto 3 targets. The rest of the team, are they going to be able to even run away at this stage? The game gets paused. There is some lag for BZM, but by God, Laurel buys back, jumps on top of the Zeus, and
dies
again. Dies instantly.
To be honest, I don't blame him for doing that play. You know? I felt like that was the right play, you know, but just unfortunate he couldn't finish the Zeus in time, and he just died. You know, the Bloodstone healed allowed the Zeus to survive, and he just died like from a couple of spells, you know, because he doesn't have BKB.
Well, they're looking for more. Can they get out of there? Is the big question. Collapse. Actually, Chu's going to die. Yatro jumps back in, blows up BZM. They're looking for Taiga. It's now Yuragi and Taiga, the last two standing. Io plus Sven is still a scary prospect. He's trying to get back so he could possibly go for a blink play in and
no detection.
One pump someone. Yatro is actually just going to sprint out of there with the extra movement speed that, of course, the Sven has. But right in front of him, it is going to be Yuragi. Does not have a way to hold him down. And the TP back to base. It is, all things considered, not the worst fight coming out for Team Spirit.
Yeah, the Sven is actually a problem, you know, but he's going to run into the issue where if he needs to, you know, sell the quelling bait and buy another item, then the Sprout is going to be very annoying for him, you know, in the team fights. I remember vivid memories about like RTZ playing against Nature's Prophet, you know, as Sven. You have to buy like Battle Fury, cut the trees later. Or you have to rely on force staff, you know. You have to pray that your teammate can force staff you every time you get sprouted.
He actually went for the 100% miss chance for sprouted units instead of sprout leash.
Thanks be to you.
Yeah, I think that's actually better against the Sven. I like it. So Roche. Oh no. Oh no.
They're stealing it away.
Oh,
this
no.
could be pretty big here. DM rushing forward. Do they get the steal? DM, it's on the floor. DM picks up the Roche kill and the Aegis. In the meantime, there is going to be a Doom Yatro as well, but Mira is going to be the next target. Tries to Glimmer stay alive, but Zeus gives all the vision. They find them both.
My man, DM.
Oh, DM is playing an absolute beast game. They even get the shard on the side of OG. Yeah, that's worthy of a tip. Because that right there, if they get the Aegis plus a shard, it's a way to turn this game around. Laurel in trouble, doesn't have the BKB. He dropped the Fire Remnant on that spot, but can't actually get out. And a godlike streak now for Yuragi. Yeah, there was like that previous team fight. They almost steal Roche. Could have been fantastic, but DM is a monster on the Doom.
And all these off-laners are really putting up a show, you know. We saw it from Collapse on the Beastmaster, now DM is showing he's no slouch, you know. His Doom is also able to do the same thing, even though he didn't get a good start, you know. This is just such good Dota, you know.
Off-laners are scary in this batch.
Off-laners has always been scary.
True. There are always they're a core that you never really focus down, and then they come in with the surprise plays that baffle you. To jump in, Maposhka. They're gonna get a bit of damage going, but the main focus here is gonna be getting yourselves a set of racks before the Sven comes back alive. Yeah, I'm going in. Still has a Doom available, even has the Aegis as well. This is just hyper-aggressive gameplay. Collapse blinking forward with the Exorcism on the side. BZM is going to be left behind, though.
Yeah, he's dead this time, for sure. No way out for the Zeus this time, so his team abandons him. They still have the Aegis for 3 minutes, so when Zeus is alive, they can still play around it. Yeah, but Team Spirit definitely, they do not lack damage. They just need the right initiation. They can still win team fights.
And OG's been playing pretty well to get all the vision necessary to make sure that they do not give away the right initiation. Which is really well done in their own rights. But yeah, as you mentioned, it is still scary if Yatoro gets on top of one of your cores.
It's difficult to jump when there's a Zeus, casting spells all the time. And then there's an Elder Titan Spirit, scouting. It's not easy to get the right jump, All the pressure is on Yatoro right now to find the Zeus in the team fights. Oh, DM? Yes, Doom?
Upside. Gets the Doom off. It is
they need to relocate.
Relocate out of there. That's finally a relocate save coming through. Collapse CP's out as well, and that's just going to be Mira breaking the tether and goodbye. Oh, shall be missed. Oh, Glimmer on the side. Tether.
Oh, he missed the storm?
Ah, no DM. Okay, does get the War Stomp afterwards. Nonetheless, finally a good save. Doom is on cooldown as well, even though with a refresher orb, it doesn't really matter too much.
I mean, with the talent, minus 35 seconds at altering call.
Yeah, you don't even need to use the refresher at this point.
80 seconds. This feels like a normal ulti.
DM's playing such an absolute monstrous game. And Yuragi is incredibly farmed as well.
I mean, talking about Yuragi, I think that he just needs to have the presence of mind to just sprout the Sven every time now, because the Sven has no more calling bait. Oh, he's in.
Speaking of the Sven, he's going in for BZM, but the great save coming out. The Doom thrown out onto Yatoro with the refresher Doom, actually. No IO for the relocate save this time around, and they're just going to have to forfeit their Sven. Immediately, Yuragi chasing for more. Cannot get any control on the other players, and they'll back off. But 80 seconds, no Sven. He just bought out the full Silver Edge as well.
I mean, I feel like this could be game, Like OG, they can try to poke and see if the Sven has buyback, but once they realize if he doesn't have buyback, they can just end the game. But they need the creep wave. There's no creep wave. They need to push the bot wave in.
Well, mid lane is coming in, so they should be able to get it done. Tier 2 tower top is actually going to be Yuragi's choice of entry here. Give some extra time.
Why is he pushing top instead of mid?
I don't know. I guess all three lanes pushed in at the same time can always be a nice addition, but maybe they're afraid of the buyback.
Yeah, but I feel like they should try to poke it out, because they have Aegis on Doom. Okay, for 15 more seconds.
Range Rax smacked. Ali Rax, an easy second. Double catapult in mid as well to help for good measure. Doesn't have his Doom for another 10 seconds.
Yeah, Aegis is out now.
I got stole God Strength. Huh. Look at that Rubik right-click damage, though. Oh. Beast. He even has the Philosopher's Stone and does that much damage. Used to be an Aghanim Scepter, right? Where you gave like the God Strength to your allies or something?
Oh, it became an aura.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was when everybody did like support Sven. Yeah.
I mean, the shard's still really nice for possible support Sven, even though I haven't seen Kataomi play it in a while. Which again, patch not his heroes, I guess.
Yeah,
Perhaps needs to be careful.
It's very game specific.
DM is scary, and he jumps in. He's got the Doom, he's got the refresh as well, and very quickly Collapse gets taken down. Does have a buyback at the very least.
Died too quickly for the relocate to even come out. He has refresher for another Doom. And he has to buy back to defend the Rex.
And yeah, Yuragi's got that DD still for a little bit. The buildings are just melting, but they're going to jump in. Yatoro goes onto Yuragi, but the Rubik again, Force Staff, Hurricane, everything they need. The Doom gets thrown out onto the Sven. He doesn't really care that much if he is doomed once he's used his spells, but the problem is his BKB is also over, and that's the big issue here. Collapse is even going to get smacked down by Chu on the back end. Laurel gets blown up. The magic damage was too much. And honestly, as well, Taiga with that shard every single time, saving any target that gets jumped at by the Sven. It was too much to handle. And OG take game number 2 very convincingly. Like that magic damage. Normally it's the, the armor reduction strats out there, but this time it's just pure